Hi there, so I'm just doing a really quick video on brush cleaning, and I think this is something that's really important because a lot of people don't think about it. But I mean, these things are on your face, and you know, it prolongs the life of the brush if you keep them clean, and it doesn't, you know, swap germs and things like that, especially you know, using mine on other people and things like that. It's really important. There are a few different ways you can go. I clean my personal brushes probably every 2 weeks. I do spot clean in between, like if I'm using something with a color, you know, pink, and then the next day I want to use it with purple, you know, I'll spot clean. I'll show you how to do that. But I deep clean every 2 weeks or once a month, depending on, you know, when I did the last cleaning and things like that. I would recommend 2 weeks to everybody, and of course if you use your brushes on anyone else, I wash all mine and sanitize them after every use if they touch somebody else, or before mine touch me and then touch somebody else. You know, I have a set of 2 brushes, but not everyone has that, so just make sure that you stay clean. And one thing that I like is this MAC. It's just brush cleanser. I don't really remember how much this is, but I love this because you can just, like, this is what I use to spot clean, probably once a week, once every 2 weeks, and you just open up and put a little bit on a paper towel, just on the corner. You can see that it's right there. I think you can. And then you just take your brush, and you're just going to swirl it right there in that cleanser. I don't know if you can see. You know, it's already coming. You can see the color that's coming out. You just swirl. You never ever want to press your brush or anything like that, ever. You just want to gently swirl with the nature. You know, you can rub it back and forth. You can move the paper towel and do a little bit more on the other side, and you'll see even more product come in. I swirl with this brush because it's what I do on my eye with it, so I know that I'm not going to hurt it. And that's kind of a spot clean, and then I just gently, like, kind of just reshape it a little bit. You never want to sit your brushes up to dry. You always want to lay them flat or put them upside down. Upside down is obviously a little bit more difficult if you don't have a good setup. But like I said, I just lay mine flat on a clean cloth. You never want to use like a dirty towel or anything like that. So I really like doing this just for spot cleaning. You can see, I mean, on both sides what it got out. So and I really like that MAC stuff. It's really, it doesn't have a smell. Really, I think it's great. It's really easy to spot clean if you don't want to do a deep shampoo. Another thing you want to remember is never ever try and get water up to this metal part. Like, that's when water's going to get in there and sit, and that can really, really, really hurt your brushes. So for something like a deeper clean, I like this Sephora makeup brush shampoo. And you just put a little bit of it. I use these little canisters. I got them for like $1 at Walmart or Target or something. And I just put a little bit in. I mean, like, you can't even see what's in there probably. Oops. And then I put a little bit of water, just a little bit of warm water. And then, like I said, you never want to get it in the metal part. So this is a foundation brush. Then you're just going to swirl it around in there. Let it soak up. See, it soaked up all that water that was in there. I just swirl it around a little bit more. You can already see that there's like residue in there. Then I pour a little bit more water, and you can do this under your sink, but it's really dangerous because you don't want to get, like I said, that metal part underneath the water. And then I just pour a little bit more water, and I keep swirling. You can see the water in there? I don't know if you can see on video. It's really, I mean, it's dirty. It's the color, it's like foundation. So, and that's what I do. And then I just take it, then I would swirl it around in a thing of clean water until you get all of the shampoo out. And then I usually, sorry, this is, I don't know if I'm even showing you what I'm doing here. I just swirl, swirl, swirl. You can see already like the water coming out of this brush. But the thing is, you can see how you don't want to, it's kind of tough to do this on video. I just gently press to get the water out. Make sure your hands are clean. Just gently press, or a lot of times I will use a hand towel, a clean hand towel, and then you don't want to squeeze and pull and things like that. Like, you just gently want Make sure it's rinsed all the way. And then you gently just want to kind of squeeze it, nothing too crazy. This brush I actually use on my face for foundation, so this is the natural action to it. So I would do this some, make sure that I kind of get, you can see like this was first, and then, you know, this is how it's becoming now. It's a lot cleaner. And then I usually just, like I said, I would make sure and squeeze it out. Like I said, you don't really want to squeeze, so sorry for using that word. You just want to press out the liquid. Like I'm just holding it. And then just make sure you kind of reshape it a little bit. Like this is a face brush, so that's it. And then I usually just go like this to make sure that it's the same shape, and then I just lie it flat or I hang it upside down. There's a really cool product that I actually have on order right now from Sigma, which is where like all these brushes are from. And it's called a Shape and Dry, and it's like this like long thing, and it has little holders, and basically you wash your brushes and you put them in there, and it guarantees to dry them for 4 to 6 hours, and it's really amazing. I've seen someone use them. I need something just because on the go, and the professional brushes that I hope to be using more. Really, you have to have a quick turnaround. I mean, if you have a wedding one day, sometimes they can take, if you just lay them down, you know, 6 to 8 hours to dry, sometimes longer if temperatures are different or something. But you can already see that that brush is cleaner, and like I said, I would just reshape it just like that, very lightly, and then set it down to dry. Deep cleaning is using something like that shampoo, and I do that every 2 weeks, once a month. I mean, if I clean with these, then it's definitely not going to be as often. But you can see, I'll show you again another brush. I just put a little bit in there. I mean, literally just a few drops. And then going to do this foundation brush. Just put in there, and like I said, you never want to submerge it in water. So you just kind of rotate around. You rinse it out with clean water. And then you can see the craziness that this water is. Again, it's like really, really, really dirty. So once again, you just want to make sure that you get all of the stuff out, and then I'm just gently pressing like that again. See, I'm trying to show you here. You don't want to pull, you don't want to stamp the brush in there. Like I said, you can use paper towels. If you want to be more green, you can use a hand towel, things like that. Something just that's like fiber free, so it doesn't come off on your brushes. And then you just kind of reshape the brush. I mean, I always like to reshape it as small as possible, and then you're just gonna lie it flat to dry, like that. Like I said, it prolongs the life of your brushes. You can use any kind of cleaner. I like Max. I like Sephora. Sephora has the deep shampoo, and it has the quick shampoo, like the daily cleansing one. So you can do that. You can spray your brushes with just a hint of alcohol, but that doesn't really sanitize them as much as it might get some color off. Like I said, if you just want a spot brush, just once again, just put a little bit of that cleaner on there, and then just rub, rub, rub. And you can already see the stuff that came off that brush, and it didn't even look like there was anything on there, but there was. So I like to do that in between using them, so I don't ever transfer any color. And obviously, like I said, just please remember to wash your brushes if you use them on anyone else for sanitation purposes. So I hope that helps and answers some questions. Just let me know if you have any more. Thanks.